Right now, the memory chips that make your laptop, gaming PC, or phone usable are suddenly hard to find and expensive when you do. This isn't a natural disaster. It isn't a pandemic disruption. It's because the world's memory makers have shifted priorities, and AI is driving that change. Global memory supply is in a structural shortage that's been unfolding since 2024 and into 2025 to 26, sometimes called the memory crisis or even the RAM apocalypse. DRAM and other memory prices have surged dramatically, in part because manufacturers are reallocating production capacity toward artificial intelligence infrastructure rather than consumer devices. Memory chips like DDR5 DRAM aren't produced by hundreds of companies, just a handful of giants, Micron, Samsung, and SK Hynix. Most of what these fabrication facilities, fabs, can make goes into two buckets: standard DRAM, used in PCs, phones, and most consumer gear; high bandwidth memory, HBM, specialized chips used in AI accelerators and server clusters. Crucially, HBM consumes much more production capacity per gigabyte than ordinary RAM, meaning every wafer diverted to AI memory is memory lost to consumer hardware. As AI workloads have exploded, demand for server-grade memory has surged. Large AI customers, hyperscalers like Google, Microsoft, Meta, and OpenAI, are locking in priority supply, often paying premiums and pre-buying years of capacity. In practical terms, some analysts estimate that AI infrastructure may absorb a growing share of global DRAM production, perhaps as much as approximately 20% or more in 2026. Memory makers naturally prioritize the highest margin customers. AI contracts are far more lucrative than selling commodity RAM to PC makers and phone OEMs, so that's where capacity is going. One of the clearest signals of this shift is Micron Technology's decision to exit the consumer RAM and SSD business, including its well-known Crucial brand, by early 2026. Micron made this move because AI and enterprise memory products, like HBM, are higher margin and strategically more valuable. By reallocating output away from consumer kits, the company is effectively pulling a large chunk of available DRAM out of the open market. This reflects a broader industry choice, prioritizing AI infrastructure over everyday devices. The effects are felt across the tech world. RAM prices have climbed sharply, sometimes up 50% or more year over year. PC makers and smartphone manufacturers face rising costs and tighter inventories. Some firms even consider alternative suppliers, including new entrants, to fill memory gaps. Single-board computers like Raspberry Pi have seen significant price hikes due to memory cost inflation. Even AMD has highlighted in its public risk filings that a global memory shortage is now a material concern for the industry. This isn't just a short blip. Memory manufacturers are fully allocated through 2026, and supply isn't expected to catch up quickly because of how long it takes to build and equip new fabs. Even if demand stabilizes, production expansions often don't come online until 2027 or later, meaning elevated prices and limited availability are likely to persist. The memory shortage isn't random. It's a zero-sum allocation. Every wafer dedicated to AI or data centers is one less for consumer PCs, laptops, and phones, and that choice reflects where profit and strategic demand lie. AI buyers don't shop on price. They pre-book capacity, lock contracts years in advance, and outbid everyone else. Consumer RAM doesn't lose because it's unnecessary. It loses because it's replaceable. When supply is scarce, manufacturers don't serve the biggest market. They serve the least flexible one. To simply put it, the RAM shortage isn't caused by too much demand. It's caused by demand that no longer competes.